Going to be focusing on PBI EDM, EDM standing for Enterprise Data Management. And EDM, by way of a product, has been around for a number of years under a number of different named guises. But the main function of EDM is to provide you the efficiencies and enriched functionality to make your data management experience within your firm more pleasurable, more efficient, and more cost-effective. What our game and aim is to do is to provide you as an organization the ability to bring that data in, get better visibility on that data, and make more use of that data, all the while along ensuring its feasibility and it's ultimately a golden source of truth for your business. So to go through the three key competencies of EDM in a very high level before we go into the demonstration, the first area is around providing that data ingestion, that extraction of data from wherever the source may be, external, or even more importantly, sometimes internal as well. So the internal sources you can see on the slide right now can come across a number of different facets from third parties, providers, systems, vendors, and they're sort of aptly named on the slide anyway. But more interesting as well is about internal data sources. Over a number of years, sophisticated asset managers, as well as smaller emerging managers, have got to a point where they've scaled to a point where their data source is not where it should be. All right. So we're working with clients that have a number of internal different data sources across different facets of their business that they wanted to get into a single location. So with that, we've got this solution hosted in a SaaS environment on the cloud, enabling you to migrate multiple data sources into a single golden source, as well as going forward, piping that and extracting those data points into a single source to be utilized going forward in a more efficient manner. That goes on to the next stage of the journey of EDM, which is the ability to transform that data, remove it from its natural structured or unstructured format into a more feasible, usable format for your business. And that can come across a number of different facets. It could be from the calculation engine, through querying those data points and putting those together, the performance engine, different tables, and manipulating that data into a way that is a very much usable and workable format for your business. And then the final piece of the puzzle is changing all of it from the beginning and get it to a point where you can really get hold of that data and use it. And that's where the visualization and delivery of that information, that data comes to its fruition. So that in the EDM format, and you'll see that today, very interestingly, I hope, will be the ability to view that in organic dashboards, third-party dashboard visualization tools, as well as the ability to schedule data points, schedule and process that information and deliver that information, whether the delivery of that information and data and final source is internal for management purposes, for reporting purposes, or actually from an investment and client perspective as well. And that's really where we're seeing the really exciting part is moving people from a fairly manual, inefficient workflow model to a point where they're providing full automation and ultimately reducing the risk associated with those data points as well. So with that, I'm just going to hand over to Sumit, who will give you a little bit more information on that and then get kick started into the demo as well. Sumit.
Thanks, James. Thanks for the high-level overview on the platform. Again, just to touch on a few key themes which James talked about. The biggest highlight of here is getting control of your data, right? Because data in a given ecosystems resides in different environments, which sort of inherently create some challenges of reporting, data analysis, and combination of all those combined, right? So able to bring that all data together and making use of data to transpose that to what we call as information and make strategic decisions and reporting artifact, that's where this is more useful, right? And then as a platform, it's agnostic of underlying data storages. Let that be Azure, AWS, Snowflakes. It can aggregate all that together from what is called as like structured data sources, but also in addition, bringing in the unstructured data from the likes of PDF, images, emails, which are not consistent, and then bringing that all holistic data into one place to make better decision-making, better reporting, and allowing the business to really execute and function at the scale that they should be working on, right? So that's sort of the key aspect of that. And then one of the key things we always sort of talk about and look for is, again, this is a low-code platform where because of a lot of out-of-the-box integrations, we've been in the business for over 20 years, integrations across with ecosystem of the market data providers, PBs, custodians, admins, OMS, PMSs. So the time to market is quicker, and then ability to extend the data allows all the clients to leverage that quickly, right? Because in the end, when you look for a solution, you're looking for something you can grow into, not grow out of, right? So having sort of like long-term vision on the platform is very helpful in that aspect.